Well, good morning. Good morning, Queen. Good morning. Hey, how's your morning? How you doing this morning, Queen? It's not ladies' night. I just thought I'll click on while I've been up for like 2 hours, but I said, let me click on and just have some morning tea with everybody. See how you guys are doing. Good morning. Let's talk about your circle. Let's talk about your circle. Oh, good morning, Shannon. Good morning. Good morning. Heading to work, Shannon. I thought about getting up, going in today, and I'm like, oh, it's raining. I think I'm gonna just do some chores around here for a little bit, get my little read on, my morning read, and then prepare to come live and have some ladies' night with everybody. But hey, Miss Denise, I wanted to just come on and just have a little small, humble talk this morning. That's all. Before I act fool tonight, before I act crazy tonight and sit around with you guys to laugh and talk about different topics of the week for the week. Oh my God, did y'all catch that protest out in, I think it was LA, the something versus Wade or something? And oh my God, you guys, they were out there arresting so many people, calling paddy wagons in, and there was so many different journalists or YouTubers and cameras, news reporters. I was looking at it for a little bit last night. Something I don't know if it was a big shooting or something, but it was about a protest, and I thought I read in some of the comments about abortion rights and things like that, and how different laws is sorry, how the laws are just how the laws are used in different states when it comes to abortions, rights for the women and things, whether if it can be done over here, the length of term and things like that. But LA had something really big going on last night, so I said I was going to get up and try to catch some short clippings of it and some previewing of some of the news channel, but I haven't done that yet. I've been clicking around on this darn Fire Stick. I watched Jurassic Park, boring. It was just boring, so I didn't finish that. Wasn't too exciting to me. I love watching my Western movies and my martial art movies and things like that. I'm not a big soap opera girl and all the darn, riffity, raff stuff on them darn women and men, the housewives and all that. I don't know those shows, you guys. I never found them interesting, and that's going to take me into my little morning chit chat with you guys. That's all. You say you out thinking that they can have babies and shit. Yeah. So, I don't know. Hey, Earth. Good morning. Good morning. So, Oh, God. I just kind of want to talk to you guys like, I don't know, grown folks to grown folks this morning about your circle. And I know everybody has their circle. We're all so differently. Our personalities does that for us, but ingenuous, in our own kind of way. But oh, this YouTube, the YouTube stuff, doesn't get to me so that you guys know, because I know my circle and I know my boundaries and I know how to distinguish between, good people and bad people. I know, my tolerance for a BS, I know my tolerance for shits and giggles. I know all of that. And once you mentally know your state of mind, you know how to be accordingly when each situation takes a swing, or sway or this way. It's like, okay, you have, you know your stance in some things by tongue, and by physical force. You just kind of know. A lot of people, I guess, don't, but for the most part, a lot of people do. But your circle. You know what, Shannon? Your queen, let me tell you, your queen, whew, that's what I'm talking about, Shannon. Knowing your mental state, right? Because I could read your queen shit all day, right? And because she be posting her ass off. And 1 minute she finna do this, and 1 minute she finna do that, and 1 minute this person ain't, and this person is this. And Shannon, I'm gonna tell you, I read her shit, I promise you. And I just keep on scrolling on by, like, okay. Now, I actually, though, Shannon, because we off topic, but that's okay, I'll jump around. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Day before. Might have been yesterday. Thursday or Friday. No, I don't keep up with the days because I put time on my side. So unless I know that I have something scheduled, and scheduled appointment or things like that, I'm dead on it. But Shannon, when I ain't got nothing to do, I don't think about the time, the day, or the month. I'm just breathing. It's like I'm free. Like my soul is free. I don't have that overwhelming life stress in my soul. I don't. I know when I'm supposed to do it, when I'm not supposed to do it, when I don't have to think about doing it, and all of that stuff, kick my feet up when I want to. Good morning, Dip Dip. Good morning. So, the queen, okay, let me start with this though, Shannon. Windbush lady over there. She did a posting, right? Her first posting that she did, it was about that Mr. Harris PI guy. And she put up there that big old fired word, right? And to show you how people work, that was used. And Bookham grabbed that shit, right? He grabbed it and it fit perfectly right up in his commentary to show people that what he was saying had some validity to it, right? And I'm like, Nick, this just me, right? This is me. No facts, no receipts on it, no, hey, lovable, none of that, right? But, he saw it, everybody saw it, I assume. And, he hurried up and threw that in his stuff. And I was like, oh my God, like all of the commentary that he has done, he ain't never spoke on Mr. Harris being fired. But when it was posted big and bright over on that Windbush page, it's like, oh yeah, let me grab that and throw that in here, and then this will make my story perfect. You know what I'm saying? Make it sound so true, but whatever. So, but when she said that, I'm gonna jump to your queen, but let me stay here on Windbush for a second, right? And she comes out and she's telling all, her the YouTubers, who's ever watching and follows her and not follow her. And, this is what she knows. Mr. Kelly is no longer talking to her. Queen, oh, that's what I'm talking about. The circle, the mental circle that you gotta keep grasp of. You got to hold tight with your mental circle and let your fingers just do the talking. You to just walk it on up your screen. Just read it and keep it scrolling. Don't implant that a lot of stuff in your head. You don't overcloud it. Queen, I be reading it, girl, and I be like, okay. But what became daunting to me as I'm listening to her speak, right? And I'm listening to what is called, a contradicting oneself, okay? First, I asked my question, oh, okay. She's a spokesperson now. Second thing I'm thinking about, Queen, is, well, wait a minute. R. Kelly's attorney was just on Twitter. If she can speak very boldly, respectful on her Twitter, explaining, I'm shutting this down. It was clearly said over there. So I asked myself, well, if what was said with Windbush, well, it was pretty simple for R. Kelly's own attorney to put that up, for the people. So I'm saying to myself, well, okay, fine. Let her be the spokesperson. It is what it is. But she comes and she says things like, Mr. Kelly has been given the best advice, and I'm not quoting her verbatim. I'm just pretty close to it, okay? And she says, the only people, that pretty much knows what's going on, and they're the only people that would know what's going on behind the scenes, and giving Mr. Kelly, great advice, and he's taking that advice, and that is shutting down his, the emails, the core links don't correspond with anyone anymore, and he's not doing that. And I'm going, well, okay, it ended up being somewhat of some good news, but then I'm thinking, wait a minute now, wait a minute here, Winbush. I'm thinking about trust, the trust issues that I would actually have if I was attorney Jennifer Bonjean. I don't know how y'all feel. I'm just speaking about me. If I was attorney Jennifer Bonjean, right? And if the prosecution wanted to make another big deal out of intimidating a witness, and I'm not throwing it out there, I'm hypothetically speaking, if they had choose to do so. And this is me saying this to myself after I was watching her say this. Like, oh, you would be a candidate for, intimidating and witness. I mean, I would think so if I had painted that picture that way, because I watched in the back of the stage her, attack and attack and attack. So I took it a step further, right? Because I'm writing my pros and my cons down about this. If I was this attorney, hi Ivan, hi Basic, good morning. If I was attorney Jennifer Bonjean, I would be skeptical. I would be skeptical. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm like, but wait a minute. How is it that what I've seen a lot of other people do different different from what she has done? I'm just saying. So what is it, or how is it, I don't know, or that the trust would be there for that? Because they'll, if we talk about damage control, I, she would be on my list. I'm not saying that it was good damage control or bad control. It was a similarity of patterns when it came to addressing individuals that was, in this case, negatively towards Mr. Kelly, if that makes sense to you guys. That's just all I'm saying. I'm like, okay, so now it's just her and yeah, and Keith and Mr. Kelly and the attorneys and Bruce Kelly, his brother. That is the only four people now that is going to be knowing what's going on. Um, the only people that he is going to be speaking to if needed, because she was like, well, when she can, it's not every day. She didn't know whether if it will be 1 or 2 days of phone calls to her, or them, or whatever. And I'm saying to myself, yeah, but Queen, here's what got me, right? And because I'm thinking now, well, if this is so, because the neighborhood that I'm from and grew up in, right? Some things, even if you are a member of that group, is better off not said at all. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even need to announce that, because once you come out, once they have this backstage plan that is set in stone, and the correspondence is only supposed to be within those four. And I get it, because the politics, everybody come out, president, secretary, and all that. They got to just tell you a little bit of what we are and what we are not going to be doing. But because everything, in my opinion, is like sensitive, right? I take it that way, give the people just a little bit, but because of the actions, because of the performance that I have seen Winbush do, right? I'm thinking to myself, I said self, but wait a minute. Mm, is this another, scene for clout, or letting people know I told y'all I'm the shit, and I'm this, and is it that? Because you have to be careful. If you were already out here keeping up similar patterns of what the majority was doing, and you have to, how do a person supposed to consume what you're saying to make you look as if you are a different person, is what I'm saying. How does that work? So, being that Kelly's case is sensitive and she wanted to announce that, right? And all prerogative that she did. She has whatever she wanted to do it. But how does it, you know, I guess I would have been thinking like, well, how does this look? I think that if it was just me and Bruce and Kelly and Keith and Bonjean, and everything is so private and so secretive now, I don't even think that I would have announced that. I would have just been staying on in the back. Just stay on in the back, But, to each his own, because I was like, well, nobody really even had to know that, because, coming out and sharing that does nothing but open up another door for what I'm doing now, rebuttaling and just seeing things a little bit different, having a different opinion about a mental um, personalities, like, no, if I'm in this group or whatever, and I done did all this right here, and I'm in here, there's nothing else to be said or done in the forcing front. No, I'm gone. We gone. Let's go do what we gotta do. So, I don't know. You say, why is she exactly, Queen? I just like do we do things to oust ourselves to be so much better than the other people? Ha 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 ha. I told y'all, it was me. I told you, like it was me. I'm the shit and I'm this and I'm that. It's just something to think of. I don't know, to think about. It's like, well, how sensitive is this case really? But and then I think of it, Queen, like, well, okay, you're going to do it. Then why wouldn't Bruce and Keith and they all get on the podium and announce it together? Just announce it all together. So, so that the people would know that they are all on the same page. They are now all working together. They are now his prominent, absolute spokes people for him, for Mr. Kelly. Why do they single each other out? They're like, the whole hands do this shit together. You say you're correct. So, I was like, oh, like, well, okay, but and if so, and if that's the case, then it is what it is. But when you see a person's action forehand before you now try to turn yourself to a different person, right? This is just me, because when I say I honor in my circle, those people, like, okay, I make a choice to, I have to side eye, because I've seen your left side of you, and now I've seen your right side of you. So I'm listen. So it just makes you cautious. You just always stay precautious. You don't have to keep a big barrier wall up. Like Trump went, crazy with the wall for Mexico, but at some point, I'm like, ooh, okay, because if a person done did this, then it's a possibility it can do it now, Then I was like, but, what else? Well, I guess I shouldn't say that, because there's a lot of things that can still be done if Jennifer Bunting receives the green light to proceed to the appeal, and if things does not work out as well as she expected at the appeal, and now it's to get things enforced up a little bit higher to the Supreme. So understand that maybe there is a whole lot of more things that can be thrown out here, or investigated on, probing in, when it comes to, those three. I wanted to say this though about, with Bruce, right? I understand that that's Mr. Kelly's brother, right? And we've seen them take Mr. Kelly's entirely life and allow these people to bring it out on the stand, mainly more so his sexual lifestyle, okay, which they turned it into mental abuse, and I should say, and their physical abuse, some of them said. This is what the world's seen of this man. And I'm thinking, well, there's a logical reason, Bruce, that, he just could not be there to testify for his brother. And main so was, in my opinion, is due to because he has a past incarceration history. So trying to use his brother on the stand, which sucks, because had his brother, been sober or not into any trouble or doing things that caused him to get incarcerated, he would have been in a better position to not have this incarceration record, possibly as a felon or something. So once you get on these stands and you take a risk of being cross-examined from the attack team, called the prosecution, because the prosecution is main so is in position, number one, is to protect the public, right? And it's also to rip your ass apart. And that's what they're going to do. So I can imagine Bruce getting on the stand for his brother. They were going to attack his credibility. They were going to attack to his situations of what caused him to be incarcerated and or a repetitive offender and things like that, right? And because their job is to win and to make the person, if you're coming on to defend, the bottom of the epitome. That's just what they do, and they frustrate you, and next thing he's he was obviously was going through some things that allowed something to control his mind to result in allegedly any type of controlled substance. And can you imagine him getting on that, on the stand and start shaking and might need to roll up or need a quick drink or whatever, and they're hitting him with them questions, and and for it, some other things come out, just like his other brother with Carrie, out of respect. Carrie said a whole bunch of shit, and now it's reversing up, and he took it to God, and he realized what was right and what was wrong, but that the tongue cuts hard, so, but anyways, guys, because I didn't want to get too deep in that, but that's those three, right? Good morning, good morning. Reba, good morning. I think I saw Randa, good morning. Good morning to you, the birds are singing. Basic, how you doing today, girl? How you doing? You and I haven't, but, oh, you said she was supposed to testify as well. Listen to those lies that boy said when Bush said that Mr. Kelly gave money or get witnesses. That's a crime. He did. He also said, Queen. Wait a minute. We're gonna come back to that one, but let me ease into the Queen over there, right? And she's coming and going, and it's now gotten so entangled where you have to try to decipher whether if she is just mesmerizing the company that she keeps with art, Spain and Germany, all of those countries over there, right? The UK. So you have to be able to depict it and decipher what you want to digest from her, right? Of fathering up what you believe and what you don't believe, right? So when she came out, a whole bunch of shit was going on. That's my king, my king. I'm coming to Chicago. The fights with Sharon Winbush, the statements about, the statement after Jennifer Bunjean induced it inside of one of her paperworks about Jocelyn. R. Kelly's attorney wrote in the paperwork what relationship Jocelyn Savage was to Mr. Kelly. But then you have the Queen, obviously, what it appeared to me was also contacting and twittering the Jennifer Bunjean about her notations and blah, blah, blah. And he, and she comes out and she says it. He doesn't belong to anybody. And that's not true. Now I'm saying to myself now, but wait a minute here, Queen. How you go tell Mr. Kelly's attorney what is not true? Because before attorney Jennifer Bunjean does any insertion, in my opinion, and if she was a stand-up, noble attorney that just don't do the bullshit. When I saw that in the paperwork and I read it, Queen, I'm saying to myself now, in order for her to insert that, it would have best been wise for her to question Jocelyn. to make sure that if this engagement is real, she would get validation. Is this real, Jocelyn? Are you guys okay? Are you okay? Because good. So now that gave her all rights, so that she doesn't get caught up in a situation by Donnelly. Like, well, how do you know that this is, his fiance, or when did this occur, and all of this stuff? So that attorney definitely would have had to cross her T's and dot her I's with Jocelyn, because she could have gotten herself caught up in that. So, but the Queen comes right out here and goes, well, that's not his fiance, and that's not this, and that's not that. And one thing that, as I'm reading the Queen stuff, and from what I'm reading in the paperwork, I have to trump the paperwork over Queen feelings for Mr. Robert Vesicali, because it was there. It was in black and white. So that became Shannon a distraction. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, okay, no, you really are a distraction. If you are on the level of the attorney vindicating Mr. Kelly, or getting him an acquittal at the top of the food chain out here, called the Supreme and Appel, and your city courts or your state courts, then you really fucking it up for him by opposing what the attorney is saying. And I'm like, well, Quang, that ain't right. All the little mansions over there. I know, right, Shannon, right? Because I put my hand on, I was like, ay, ay, ay. The mansions, and he's coming here, and that's my man, and all of these people are lying, and the different attacks, the attack, Sylvia knows who I am, and all of this stuff, right? I'm like, okay, wait a minute now. Don't tell me somebody is out here playing spades, like, or double takes. Like, I'm going to be this person over here and they don't even know. Then I'm going to jump in this profile. Then I'm going to be this person. Multiple goddamn personalities. Like, what is going on? What's going on? What's going on with that, Shannon? So, then the next episode is, get your vegan or whatever that food, the type of health food that she's into over there, and do this, and then this page is gonna be leaving, and it's gonna be up the bar, and my new people. And what new people, Shannon? Ain't nobody in there but you. Shannon, Shannon. Ain't nobody over there on the Queen channel but you. I be like, I said, look, Shannon, her only got their little one thumb up audience over there. I be cracking up. When I see the thumbs up, Shannon, I be like, there ain't nobody but Shannon. I be like, shout out to Shannon, boy. He be supporting the Queen over there, cracking himself up. I'm like, Shannon, when this is all said and done, if I ever see your ass walking around with one of them damn metal hats on and pushing a shopping cart full of whole bunch of shit you done picked up along the way, I promise you I'ma kick your ass. I am going to kick your ass, and then I'm going to put a sign on you and tell the world what caused this, because you lie to blame it on everything else except for the Queen. And I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you do the world like that. I don't want to see you on TV telling all them goddamn lies or none of that shit. I'm going to be, go on Dr. Phil if you want to. I promise you I'm going to be backstage. You a lie, and the truth ain't in you. The Queen did this shit to this damn man. You a lie. You ain't going to be talking about the economy. You ain't going to be talking about the culture or none of that. Only one person messed you up. 'Cause you be straight over there with all your popcorn. Yeah, that's right, Reba. We gonna tell him to get him some help. We ain't been trying to hear that shit. Shannon gonna be the first man out here with Gloria with a lawsuit against the Queen. He gonna be the first. He gonna break history. That don't make no sense. But that's what I see her, selling. Shannon, is and I get it to distract or to do whatever you got to do, I guess, to build your channel and things like that. She's on her way. Get a whole nother new channel. You say, run that check up, you know it. But baby, she be writing, honey. That woman, I thought I done seen some paragraphs around here. Did she be writing her butt off? And the crazy thing though, Shannon, you know what? I read her shit for I will, anybody else shit, because it be tickling me pink, right? I be like, Lord Queen, and, I indulge in the art. I have to say that. I'm going to keep it real, right? Because I'll be like, oh, damn, that mansion is bad, or check that paint out, or things like that. Or sometimes I might even look at the food, and not that I am going to ever have vegan or something, whether if it's healthier for you or not. I just choose to not to. But it's crazy because Sharon Winbush also started, pushing her healthy shit. And I was like, well, wait a minute. How are y'all, or how she don't like you, and you probably don't like her, but you just don't address her, right? But y'all share the same goddamn content of pushing healthier food. Like, how is that a coincidence? How is that a coincidence? I don't know, but she was though, Queen. She Jennifer Bonjean literally you can't see none of the posts now, right? Literally was responding to Queen. There was communication going on. It really was. So in a sense, you would think, okay, yeah, maybe this is a real person, or maybe it's Sharon Winbush 2 times. That's not right. That's not even right. That's not right. But I'm just saying, you know, it's crazy. You say, you will too. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that one, Shannon. I don't know if I agree with that one. I think that I think Alice Clary wouldn't definitely. I think that she, in my opinion, has done what she was scheduled to do. I think that her position is said and done. I think that she's home now. She may tap in to see what's going on here and there, and raising children. That's them kids. That's what I think until um, um, it comes to light, if she ever has to come into a grand jury. Get preparation. They lawyered up. You can bet that they gonna always stay lawyered up until they think that the water has settled. So they're definitely gonna do that for sure. But do I think that that's her? Nah, I don't. You say that's why it was crazy to you. He had me looking at Bunchy. I Queen. It, but then okay. Let's look at it on the flip side, though. I, I I think that just giving the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say that, Queen. Just maybe uh, Bonjing was like, well, okay, if these people are just senselessly typing to me on Twitter, and there are probably harmful questions that don't appear to hurt or anything about Mr. Kelly's case, then she was responding to them. So, maybe she was just opening herself up just to respond to Twitter questions, but they were having a whole damn conversation over there. Cause I was reading all that shit and I was like, well, look, how the hell, how the hell did she gets the queen, her attention? Cause she used to be like, I emailed her, and I'm like, oh, okay. But then again, Queen, Queen Diva, when you looking at a case like Mr. Kelly's and the situation that he's going through, and he's dealing with allegedly and supposedly a big time, you know, defense attorney, for the unjust men and the Constitution, right? She solely believes in the Constitution, and she wants everybody to respect it and follow it as such. Ain't no reaching and shit. She don't want you to be digging, in the Dr. Seuss book and adding some of that up in there in the Constitution, right? But one would think though, out of all of these big attorneys that we do see out here, what is the rare chance of them coming out when they are representing a client like that to talk to anybody like they don't know? Because it's so easy for people to take what you say off the Richter scale and take it into a whirlwind of another discussion of the he say and the she say, and then now you have to come back out and do the whole justification and reasoning about why this occurred. You see what I'm saying? So I think that, and with all due respect, what she did, Attorney Jennifer Bonjean, with her Twitter account was a good thing. I really do. Now, I think I might have saw her do a few posts or something on Attorney Wyatt a page, or she might have tapped in or something like that. Or maybe he was just regurgitating some things that him and her may have had in a private discussion, and maybe it went like that because I know I saw him say what Jennifer Bonjean would say, and da 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 da, da da da. So I don't know. It's crazy. Alma, what's going on, Alma? Good morning. Is it still morning where you at? Good morning, Rita, bug, lovely bug. Hey, how y'all doing? So I'm just on this morning because I am relaxing and just tea timing and just clicked on just to do some little small talk about your circle. Talking about your circle. How big is your circle? How big is your circle? Who will you allow to be in your circle? Once they're in your circle, are you able to detect that it's the wrong person in your circle? Once you figure out it's the wrong person in your circle, how do you get that person out of your circle? How do you do that? And hey, Poo Poo. So I just kind of wanted to hear about you guys' circle, because I can share with you guys about my circle and how peaceful my circle is. We know we have a lot, especially us women's, right? You don't never hear from the men. Us women's be like, shit, I don't let nobody in my circle. It's only like two people, yeah, us women like throwing that out there. I don't know why. All I could tell you is that I keep it small, because the smaller you keep it, the better you can see what's going on inside of it. The more intensifying your ears are tuned to the bullshit, so the elimination process becomes easy. You got the step, man. You got to step. No matter of fact, you stay and I'll move around. You understand what I'm saying? So it's shit like that, so that you can have a much healthier, free thinking, unclouded mindset. So you keep yours small. I know that's right, girl. You have to, though, because You want to talk about, the cutthroats. We have a cutthroat around us every minute, every second, every hour that you'll allow it yourself to open that gate, and it's like, holy shit. But then let's let's talk about this. What happens in the aftermath? It's a choice that you have to make. And I'll try to relate this to what we've seen going on about Mr. Kelly and how Mr. Kelly may feel, as well as others, that every single body that was able to relate to these alleged victims has become very fierce and angry. Even Gloria Allred, just angry at Mr. Kelly. Angry at Mr. Kelly, right? But never setting themselves to the side. Even though I know we like to masquerade in such big, eventful things to bring out our inner emotions, uh, inner emotions, and that's just the way life has put us at a stance to do. It just does that, and we don't know as people how to turn it off so that it does not become so ineffective, for your life, for your peace, for your circle, your boundaries. Even though we know something didn't happen. Oh my God, it didn't happen. It didn't happen to me. It didn't happen to you. It didn't happen to you. All this stuff. Bad days. Bad days. But when do we take a step back and take that breather, right? Okay, this did happen. I could say a few little things about it, but I can't get out here to be so belligerent because it wasn't personal to me. You know, Even though I know they say, each one care for one. I understand that. But there's a level to it. There's a level to it so that once you reach the level of what you verbally want to do about it or physically want to do about it, you don't allow it to become ineffective in your life. It has prohibited you now to carry on doing other things, and then you forgot about your laughter, or you forgot about you had to go to work Monday because you didn't allow this whole energy thing right here to upset you, and I'm just angry with the fucking world now, and fuck it, I'm getting on this boat and I'm going to hell off on everybody, including Mr. Kelly, because he is allegedly the ringleader of why everybody in the world now is having all of these flashbacks and these emotional state of feelings. And I'm like, this is so wrong. This is so wrong. How do you walk away totally from your peace because a situation has occurred through allegations? You left your peace of something that someone did not do anything to you, but you choose, because it's a choice. How do you choose to turn your life upside down, or distract your homebound, or you to be involved, to allow the negative energy in your soul, or the angry and the bitterness in your soul? I try to wrap my head around it, right? And it's like, wow, what was my conclusion? Because I've been thinking about it for a long time since this stuff has started. Like, what was the conclusion to this here, right? And this is just my opinion. Those people, which is a lot, it's a lot of people, a lot of females, have never found peace. They've never undelivered the stress. They 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 never cleansed with the spirit itself. Because if you'd have started there, if you'd have started there and you'd have took it straight to what they say, and I tell y'all all the time, because I tell y'all this, I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna keep saying it until I'm actually gone from YouTube, which I don't know when. I'm not going anywhere no time soon, but I'm just saying, whether if I die tomorrow, I'm gonna keep saying, Mom, what is going on with the world? And she says, they left God. See, when we endure different situations in our lives, the first thing that a lot of us people, and I'm talking humanity overall, we take it to the other person, or we call, your best friend, you call your cousin, or now you call it whatever. But not once have a lot of these people have sat down. And I remember I came on and I used to talk about putting it in my box, that I still do, because I'm not perfect. And I have a day or two occurrences of anger, or I do. I'm normal, human, just like you guys. But I don't never. I can honestly raise my hand and say, I ain't picking up the phone calling Jane and Rick and Sally and Joe, because they can't provide what you already know that the spirit can do for you. You know it, but they don't take it to them. So my box is my spirit box. And once I write it down, I have my journals. I do. And then if I tell you, I fold it up and it's in there. You can't rush the answer that you seek. He gave us life, and life is written for us already. All you got to do is wake up, hold your head up, and just keep putting that right foot in front of the next, and allow for things to just run its course, and wait on your answer. And as they say, it may not come today, may not come tomorrow. But the truth of the matter may be is, you start to feel when things have been answered. You do. You start to smile more. You done forgot what you done put in the box. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no need to go. It's gone. I don't have to address it no more. I don't have to go out here and fight Sally up the street no more. I don't have to come out here and 50 years later talking about, well, you did this to me and you did that to me. I don't. I'm just going to keep my life moving, because if the Bible says that he has plans for me, as long as I walk with structure, if you'd have checked out my community board, you'd have saw that, because you have to have that in your life first. You have to have some structure. And once you build that structure and you place all of the things that you are seeking for, and he has promised, and he has promised, it will be answered without anger, vengeance, or death by just intentionally, and things like that. The the person that you may feel that has done detrimental harm to you, put in the box, because the same way that you're asking for him to deal with some things for you, the spirit, he's going to be dealing as well with the person that may have done the harm to you. He's not going to fix your wound if that's not the person that has done something to you. He's not going to fix that wound. Good morning, 312. He's not. Why would he go and punish someone else that has not done anything to you? You're asking for the wrong things. So I'd be sitting here like, wow, this shit is massively, crazy. Do I understand that we as ladies become these emotional creatures? We were designed. Yeah, we are. But strength comes from within. And you can be just as powerful mentally and physically as you choose to be. Offer prayer, offer trust, walking with the faith, because it does happen. But I understand it. We are the world, but no, we just of the world. We not are the world. We just of it. We just here, just blinded. Just don't care anymore, and it's crazy. But these people out here be like an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But that wasn't, you know, that wasn't your dilemma there. Your wound isn't gonna heal pointing the fingers to the person that you choose to deliver it through. What is that gonna? That's not gonna make you feel good at all. Mm-mm. If you've had that problem before this Mr. Kelly situation occurred, but because he ended up being the goat out here for you to point your finger on, and now it's all said and done, and he's got to sit there for a while, you want to bet that problem is still going to be there. So what do these people do? Wait for the next person to have an opportunity to get angry again. Now I'm going to point it at him. Now I'm going to point it at her. Now I'm going to point it at her. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You say Westinghouse reunion today, green and gold. What are they? Green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow. Westinghouse. My daughter went to summer school, Westinghouse there, 312 back in. Whew, let me see. Let me see. She wanted to. She was in up there for the summer with my mom. And my mom was like, she's going to have to go to summer school for a while because my mom was still working, right? And my mom was like, well, I had to come up there. And I was like, well, let's put it. She went to Westinghouse summer school just to kill some hours while my mom was at work. But she wanted to go and chill with my mom for the summer school. And they let her come. They sure did. They let her come up there. Old Westinghouse. That's over there by that Holman area somewhere, right? And I'm trying to think of that. Holman, somewhere up in there. I know how to get there. I just can't remember the name of the damn street. It's been so long. Yeah. And then she had an auntie stay across the street from Westinghouse too, right across the street in a home right across the street. There's like six homes on that road. Is it Central Park or something like that? Could be. All right, sorry you guys. Phone rang. Yeah, it's right there. Yep. My daughter, she has. I think they still stay there though. It's like 4, 5, 6 homes right before you go up under the train track. Well, back then 312, we called it the viaduct. Okay, it was the viaduct. No, it was the viaduct. Okay, right there. She stayed right there. It's like maybe 6 homes or something right there, but. How I'm just, it was the viaduct, right? 312. Like, where you going? Shit, I got to go down there up under the viaduct. Did you used to say the viaduct? Girl, where you going? Shit, up, got to go down around Homer. Make sure you come up under the viaduct. Meet me over there. Now it sounds corny as hell saying the viaduct. I don't even, how do you spell it? Vidock? The viaduct. I don't even know. Girl, I used to have to go up under the viaduct all the time. Like, meet me on the viaduct. Yeah. Come about 2 down. Make a left. Yeah, and then hit that, come over there and make sure you come under. I'm not on this side of the viaduct. I'm on the south side end of the viaduct, nigga, on the south side. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. The viaduct. Lord have mercy. Oh, that just cracked me up, 312. I ain't used that word in years, the viaduct. God damn. That means I'm old, girl. I'm old now. Mm-mm-mm. You said, did anyone suffer back pains? What do you mean? Like who? You say, do anyone suffer back pains? Well, um, oh God, Rita, you're gonna have to, well, okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'll share it. Okay, Rita? I'll share it. I don't like to, put much of my business out here, but it's harmless business, and I'll share it with you, Rita. Okay? Um, let's see. Where do I want to start? Um, you right. You right. You know what, Rita? I will call you. I'll call you, Rita. I'll call you, and yeah, I have some information that I do know, and I can share it along with you. And I think that you might be interested in it. So yeah, I'll do that because these people out here is just sick, and with Pap, they just waiting on any and anything, to twist it, jab it, turn it, stab it, whatever, which way. So I'm just gonna refrain from that, as I should. So I'm gonna give you a call when I get off. I'll call you and let you know. But yeah. But what was we talking about? So yeah, we're talking about your circle. Your circle, because yeah, letting people in can be mentally, and physically dangerous. Just and one thing you just don't want to have in your space is things that can be just so toxifying. There's just nothing. And it took me a minute, you guys. It did. It took me a minute to be like, no, where's my peace? Where's my Trinity? And so I had to find it. And I realized that doing the process of elimination, right? Now, wait till y'all hear this, right? Because keeping it real with you guys, what I chose to do, I hear it, I hear it around me a little bit or whatever. And it was like, people be like, oh, what's wrong with her? Or God, like she don't want to do this or woo woo that and blah blah blase skippy this, right? And I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe if you would try it, then you'll be less of a goddamn drama queen. Maybe if you try it, then I wouldn't have to be sitting, I'm hypothetically speaking, sitting on my front porch watching you and your nigga argue all goddamn day. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe if you tried what I have tried and I'm at peace, maybe you wouldn't be over there so stressed out with your kids or with money or your job or any of those things. Just give it a little ounce of trying it as it works. So you may think that, hey, Sandra, you may think that I am weird or crazy or whatever, delusional or illiterate or retarded, but peace out trumps all of those. And I don't give a damn how you put it. See, you know what I'm saying? You have less issues. Butterfly, good morning. Way much less issues. You're able to put everything that evolves that should be evolving around your life, right? To better your life, meaning financially, socially, economically, and culturalistical wise. You can be at peace at all of those, right? There's levels to the game. Now, to give you guys a prime example of what I mean, right? I I'll use one of my sisters, okay? And boy, do my sister loves to call. She calls. She gets mad when I don't call. I ain't heard from you, and God no, and blah blah blah. And I send my texts out to my siblings. I love them to the moon and back. They're mine. I'm theirs. We were all born under one sperm and one egg. We together. It's us. It's us, right? But baby, when this one here get to calling, and all it's about is what Jane and John done did, okay? Or if it's about, something done went down at the club, okay, I'm gonna give you a few minutes. And if I could find some laughter in it, or oh girl, I'm glad you're safe, or whatever. I'm done with I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to hear the whole history of it. And that's just me, because I feel that you have calling me now with a bunch of negative stuff that, one, don't concern me, two, is taking up some of my peace of energy that I just woke up with. Now I got to change my mindset up to put myself in the mood that you are feeling in, and I allowed you to wake me up to condition me to hear this shit. And then guess what else it will make me do now, because I'm so eager and enthused by your story. I want to pick up the phone now, because now I gotta call Sheila. I gotta tell Sheila this shit. And then it gets more, nah, I ain't got time for that shit, right? So my sister, right, you could hear her, and she has her husband, I guess I should say, in Arizona, where I took the visit to, right? And they have their ups and downs, right? And they be going, I could hear her on, we're on the phone, and I told you to close the door. And why are you doing this? Are you gonna go pick up CJ? And shit like that or whatever. Right now, I was like, ooh, I'm cringing, you guys. Like, I'm cringing. I'm cringing. I'm cringing like, oh, like, ouch, ooh, ow. So I have to now, which I'll be having, I don't have shit to do when I sit down when I'm talking to my siblings, right? I gotta make up a lie, y'all. I seriously gotta make up a lie, right? Because I'll be like, listen, you know what? I forgot. I'm going to run down. I got to go get the laundry out. I'm going to call you back. I ain't calling her back, y'all. Because I ain't trying to hear that shit. I ain't trying to hear shit about what her and her husband is over there arguing about at all. None. It's negative. It's the energy. It's you invading in my space with that shit. And maybe I'm like that because I don't have that. So maybe that's what makes it weird to other people. Maybe that's what it is. It's not that I'm not of norm like other people. I like to do what everybody else do. I don't like senseless drama in my space. Now, talk to my sister, and I had to ask her, because I usually have a word of advice. How come every time I talk to you, D, you and him is escalated to a level of cutthroat in your home? Y'all got like what, 15 years or so in, like, right? What's causing this? What's going on? Is it money? How is it that you guys marriage with agree and disagreeing is at a all high shouting match? Make it make sense to me. I couldn't understand it. Well, he does things that da, 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 and she be talking all this stupid stuff, and I'm like, and I'm listening to them like, whoa, 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 whoa. I ain't Ayana, goddamn it. Ayana a little bit more professional. I'm a little bit unfiltered with the shit. Now sit down, have a goddamn seat, because the way I see it, you guys are going to live out the most toxic ass goddamn marriage that I've ever seen in my entire life. What? Is it the sex? Is it the communication? Is it the money? Is it the children? What is it? Because you have to sit down to define where is it that your communications has gotten you guys to this level to where I can hear y'all from Arizona to Canada. How is that possible? How is that possible? So my sister may say, well, all relationships do so and so. All relationships do what? When you come or when you're around me, like, do you hear this shit? When you around Albert and Jay, do you hear that shit? All I see out of Albert and Jay, them motherfuckers can't stop kissing. And that used to bother me too, y'all. But then I had to be like, wait a minute, okay, my brother and his wife, they in love, man. Almost got probably about, I think, 27 years of marriage, right? Them motherfuckers is still walking around the house kissing, y'all, all day, all goddamn day. It will annoy the fuck out of you. But I'm sitting here going, but wait a minute, that makes more sense to do. They're at peace. There ain't in no shouting match. They ain't talking about putting each other out and kicking each other ass. Them motherfuckers over there, they can't get enough of each other in 20-something years. They still kissing. But then I jump back over here to Arizona. I got my sister. The hell? I said, D, let's talk about mines and Alberts and a few other of our siblings and their significant others, right? Y'all the only ones. Are you not in love with him no more? What's the problem? Is it the work? Are you guys overloaded with work or what's the problem? And he just make me sick sometimes. As soon as you have something negative to say about the one that you lay down and sleep with every goddamn day and you have bare children with it, the only conclusion to something like that, and you have to be careful because Chris Brown made that song. The grass ain't gonna be greener on the other fucking side sometimes. So you gotta be very careful with what you choose. But my advice was, y'all need to split up. You have to take time away until you know for sure that you are embedded in this goddamn relationship with peace, love, tranquility. And one thing for sure and two things for certain. You both of y'all has left God like your mama keep telling you. You don't wake up in the morning and say thank you to God, do you? You probably don't go to sleep to do so either. Then why should he give you access granted to fucking peace? You wake up and start, who cooking this morning? I don't think I want that. Well, why are you over talking me? Well, why you gotta go there today? Yesterday, you ain't said nothing about washing the cars, and I wanted to go over to TJ Maxx. Boom, there go an argument. You understand what I'm saying? But that's my sister, right? Sometimes, it'd be funny, because I'd be like, what? He gaining too much weight. Okay, so make something fun. Order some home stationary little bitty like mechanism machines, little foot paddle, and challenge each other. Make it be fun. You have to make it be fun. He'll find interest in that. For you know it, your ass is fucking on a goddamn treadmill because you're both loving the bitch now. Really? You see how easy it is to turn that shit around just like that. And I keep emphasizing, like, don't get me wrong, because at the beginning, I didn't know. And I was screaming. And he was screaming. And wait, whoa. Years progressed and progressed. And I know how it is out here because the grass ain't always greener on the other side. And what you first got in your first mind, you told yourself, oh, he's the winner. He's that man. Now you finna give him up because y'all waking up yelling at each other, or because his dick didn't get hard today, or because he didn't have 50 more extra dollars for you to go shopping for your purse and shoes, right? Now it's time to kick off an argument. This motherfucker. Yeah, now you want to dip out now a little bit because you thinking because the grass across the street is a little bit taller than yours, or a little bit more darker and green. It's got that right texture to it. It's I don't know all the name of the different grasses out here, but yeah, you like that one. You want to go over there and try that out. Come to find out that shit ain't even what it was as beautiful as you thought it was. You rather now just go back over here, make that shit work. You make it work. What one don't like, you can attempt to change it, and if not, sometimes you're gonna have to just join in and at a minimized level to make it enjoyable. If he's a drinker, you know what? Casually sit your ass up and pour you a little bitty glass of wine and just act like you're drinking it just to get your laughter with him, or to snuggle, or to do this. If she's a smoker, or something like that. I ain't condoning all of that shit, but you may want to go over there and get one of them little candy fake cigarettes out the store. You remember them little 312? You remember them little fake cigarettes? you I'm gonna put them in, and you could do it, blow smoke out the little fake little and then you eat the candy up. And it can work, but I've been clicking on here, I've been clicking on it, and even away from this sector over here, I'm on the other sectors or whatever, and not being, it's a lady, you remember them little candy, little smoked cigarettes, girl, got the little, had like a little thing on them, and when you first take it out, I think it used to come like maybe 8 or something in the box or something, little flat box, and you take it out the box and you blow it first, and then the 312. I ate that white chalk. That chalk was good. That candy was good. I used the lady next door had the little candy store in the basement, right? Girl, let's go down there. Let me get 25 strawberry cookies. Let me get 50 fish. I love but back then they was fishes. Let me get 50 fishes in my little, she twisted them in a little sandwich bag. And let me get a box of that candy, little cigarette things, because I used to love blowing a little smoke out of it for whatever. And let me get about 10 of the little strawberry Charleston chews. That was my candy for the day, girl, right there, honey. And I tucked that shit so tight because I used to be ornery, It ain't my fault your mama ain't gave you no damn dollar. And I know that I'm not finna get another dollar for about 3-4 days. Now you want me to give you 4-5 of my strawberry cookie. Oh, is you out when I say I was ornery, 312 coming from the candy store? Shit. Grab my shit tucked cut. And I know it's wrong and stuff, but and RC, cause my dad, who he is, right? RC be go home, take this dollar on down there to Shamal. I be like, but daddy, that's my dollar for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Cause my dad, shit, hell, what no more money? That nigga at the racetrack on that damn perfecta and trifecta and shit. He, come home with the long face and shit. I'm like, you ain't win, did you? You ain't win. So I know I ain't gonna get no more fishes tomorrow or some shit, right? Just come home. Which was, I'm gonna jump back to this. My dad. My dad was a racetrack holic ass motherfucker. That nigga made it to VIP before he died. He ain't had to stand in no lines. He had to do none of that shit. They knew RC goddamn shit coming through the gate, y'all. And I'll let RC in because they already know they was about to take his motherfucking money. I think that they done already done told the motherfucking people on the horses. That was the men that driving the horse. RC here. So whatever race he bet on, they was sending some goddamn signals to the stadium, to the stable or some shit, and say you lose this race. Cause RC just put about 1,500 on this, just like that, y'all. We ain't got shit. RC come home, y'all. Oh my God, here go him and my mom and daughter, and I mean that rage, right? You that motherfucking light bill do. But don't worry, right? Cause RC got a whole bunch of motherfucking tricks up his goddamn sleeve, right? I ain't lying, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, this is some funny shit though. It's some funny shit. It's a true story. Like dude, RC. I seen the lost all the motherfucking checks at the goddamn racetrack and shit up there on Cicero, Hawthorne. And you ain't find him at Cicero. That my motherfucking dad out there on Harlem, y'all across the street from Kittyland. It was funny, right? And we kids, right? Minding our own business. That man, we ain't care. Minding our girl, my dad lived at Maywood, honey. Tent and all. He was there prompt early for the next goddamn race. It didn't make no difference. Right? And walking around with the little scratch sheet. Remember that 312? A little scratch sheet all in the pockets, girl. Leave him alone. Cause he got to study the track sheet on the porch before he head on off up to Cicero, girl. I be like, oh Lord, we ain't gonna eat today. This is crazy. But you can't tell RC gotta go. That you know what he gonna whoop your ass or so. You better go sit down telling RC about his racetrack, girl. So my mom, I said, Bill, we got to get the bill due, electricity, the bill due. We got it, we got it. So most of my mom and my dad's stress comes from my dad loving his horses. He died loving freaking horses. There's nothing you can do about it. The whole damn program. Right? So, you know, the lights didn't get paid. Make a long story short, y'all. So we just sit there and everything, right? So you know what we do? You stay the hell outside. My dad let us stay outside. The streets light on all the way up to 4, 5 in the morning. We laughing, kicking it on the porch. Ain't nobody stunting no damn lights because we were happy that our ass could stay outside. We playing catch one, catch all. They pitching quarters. We got hide and go seek going on. You name it, double judge. 4, 5 in the morning. Hey, we ain't give a shit about no damn lights, right? Because now when you go back in the house, 4, 5 in the morning, the lights coming on. It's bright outside. It's open up all goddamn curtains. We got lights. It was like that. So my dad, right? Let me tell y'all what he did, right? So my dad be like, y'all get ready and head on to school. Everything be all right when we get home. When you get home, right? Baby, when I tell y'all RC had some motherfucking wires coming from the alley, from the main pole to our motherfucking house, our shit was lit up like Christmas. And shit was over. So him and my mom and them, they going at it, right? They going at it. But we just sitting there. We little, y'all. We little. We can't say shit. We can't do nothing. See what the fuck? It's gonna keep complaining about every motherfucking thing. I'm out here doing this. Get all this motherfucking bullshit. Knowing that he done fucked up the goddamn money on the goddamn trifecta and the perfecta over there. You know he did, right? This is how he would resort to making himself be right. And we better shut the fuck up because he the man of the house, right? I see say, got the goddamn lights on. Stop worrying about this shit. Everything gonna be okay. They ain't gonna even know anyway. This man had nerves tell my mom. I remember this, y'all, like it was yesterday. At least I used the same goddamn wiring that they used out there so they wouldn't even be able to tell. Hell, I think I might let this shit just stay plugged up and we goddamn it electric free. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, and then to top it off, he had to pay some of the people in the neighborhood because they had to get the ladders and shit out. My dad got a lookout man on one end of the goddamn Alex Street, heading out to Pulaski, and another motherfucker on the other end. He got a nigga on the roof with goddamn binoculars and shit on these crackheads, y'all, $20 a pop. They had RC back, right? My dad had the neighborhood like that. So he all out there. He got this wiring man. He got him, no everything, y'all. Shut the shit. Went in because it was like a abandoned. It's like an abandoned big old building. I think that it was part of Sears Roebuck. I really do. He knew how to go in there and he's somewhere shutting off main power lines and shit real quick. And they tit and shit. Man, y'all, we ain't had no motherfucking electricity bill for at least about 6 months. Bitch, right? So. But let me tell you, it comes the sad part, right? Because it comes one of my siblings' birthday. My mom have a little birthday party, and we upstairs, right? Yeah, birthday party and shit, right? All the little kids on the block and all in and out the fucking house and all this shit, right? So we got ready to clean all up and everything, and most of the stuff was staged on the back porch, okay? That's where most of the wiring lines was coming in through the windows and shit, like that, right? So we all sleeping and shit, y'all. We sleeping, and everybody sleeping good. Next thing you know, you start hearing some shit going pop because all the balloons and shit up, right? And pop. So now you hear each one of us, all of us yelling at each other, stop popping them balloons. Or it may have been Rob, or it could have been Carlos. We don't know who it is. All we know is everybody went to sleep, right? It's like, stop popping them damn balloons. Somebody, next thing you know, it's like, wait a minute. And then, back then, keep it real, 312. Back then, we at the houses, they have all these goddamn carbon monoxides and fire detectors in the ceilings back then. These old ass hoes, they ain't nobody had that shit. We had that shit. So I don't even think I remember even actually seeing carbon monoxide and a fire detector alarm thing on the ceilings until I left Chicago. I never really see them like that, right? So pop, shit was pop, pop, pop. Y'all, when I tell y'all, our back porch was back there blazing from that motherfucking electric wire. This shit was crazy. So my dad, we had no fire extinguisher, nothing, y'all. My dad and my brothers, boy, they was hauling all that, the water everywhere, And luckily, my dad actually had a water hose in the utility closet by the kitchen, right? So luckily, they were able to hit. Oh, you know why I was there? Because we had an aquarium. So my two of my brothers had got an aquarium. So they kept the hose there, girl. That's how they end up getting the fire put out. And now you know what happened? A whole nother argument with my mom and dad. Here they go, y'all. When I say the shit was just hilarious. I was like, but man, our whole backyard back porch had to be rebuilt up, fucking with my damn dad and his goddamn racetrack and illegal ass goddamn electricity. Shit was funny. You say your cousin loved that place. Oh, y'all talking about, and he has remodeled the hotel now. Good morning, PD. Good morning, APZ. Good morning. I'm telling y'all, boy, them 80s was crazy. The 80s was definitely crazy on the west side. And we wasn't the only family. We was not the only family, boy. If you wanted something, them people, see there? Yeah, he hear what your ass need crooked done now too, boy. They, see there? See. I don't know. So, Tim, my mom, she was like, you know what? We all grown now. She roughed it out till I think Jenny might have been 20, might have been in her 20s. She's the last one, 18 or something like that. So my mom was like, she had to throw in the white towel, y'all, and it was hurting, because even with all of the shit that they've been through, it was evened out with good shit too, right? As they say, everybody had that living like the Bill Cosby family. We had one of each, y'all. A liar, a thief, a saint. We had them all. We had them all. Me, I'm number 6. So me, I think that I probably walked around the house as somewhat Miss Goody Two Shoe, can't do no wrong, but I had that sneakiness to me. You never knew what I did wrong. So I guess I can say that being private had always been a part of me. You never know. You would never know. I would do it. I would do it, but your ass would never goddamn know unless you had to catch me. So you say, well, it sure was, but yeah, it has changed, girl. And we had to see it coming though, Rita, because of our ancestors. When we think about and how we hear these people talk about all the, reparation and what our ancestors has been through, well, you count their years, 10, their 50 years or so, what happened after that? They gained the freedom. We celebrating Juneteenth, but things also happen in between them people from leaving slavery until now. Now I think about mostly our generation who's been out here under this umbrella because we are of that generation, the 70 babies and the 80 babies, where now back then you can really laugh, you can stand outside, you can everything. You didn't It wasn't as many worries. And here we are now in the 20th century here, 2000. I'm finna kill you. Well, people were breaking your homes a little bit back then, but I'm gonna pull up on the side of you in your car and shoot you down, or shit like that. So you can see the change now. All of us, we're pretty much around the same ages with children. I can't even fathom what's going to change for them in the year of 3000. I like what's going to happen. 2027. What is it going to be like? One thing for sure, Rita, it don't go backwards. It don't go backwards. And the change that we have been seeing is has it has somewhat gotten really bad to us because that's what they show us, because there is still there's some good life out here. You just have to place yourself in that circumference of it. You have to go find it. If you want it, it's out there. You have to go find it. On the other hand, some of us just loves that particular lifestyle. We love that fast lane. And don't get me wrong, Rita, because I love the fast lane, but I like the fast lane good. I don't like the fast lane bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no. Hell to the no. I don't. So, I had my things, but, I just sit and I was just listening, over here, this other channel over there. When I tell y'all it's two ladies, right? And they've been going at it hard for a year, y'all. For a year. And I just be sitting in their bushes, right? And I'm, just looking at the senseless of this, right? And I mean, they go hard, y'all, and big, and I'd be like, oh my God, but then I have to separate it to make understanding of it. Okay, this is YouTube, shits and giggles. These girls ain't gonna come out here to be trying to kill each other and doing all this, but they get to that level. It's two girls. I can't even remember the name of their channels, but I ain't want to share because I don't want y'all to go over to no bad stuff, and then I don't want to contradict myself about my point for today when, especially with me using one of my own, my sister D, right? And it's like, some of it I can digest. Okay, call me up. Because I do have a good ear. And I do try to give somewhat of the best opinion, or a different direction to deal with certain things. In other words, and I hate to use the word counseling, but I try to turn what was bad back to good, for people. Let's find this space because it's nothing like it, y'all. It's like the most beautiful thing. It really is. But yeah, my sister and them, they're still work in progress. But because I have my space, my circle, because I have my mindset, because I know now what integrity is, and trust, and even honesty within yourself. Because if you can't be honest with yourself, then there's nobody else that you can prove that you have integrity and honest and trust to at all. You can't prove it to me. You can't. In other words, that slango that they say, once you have showed your right hand, and your right hand kind of came out what you wanted it to appear to me, but yet then you show the left hand, and that's a little bit different. You got to move the fuck around from me. You got to go. That's just it. That's it. You said that. Do I remember the candy house on Latrobe? Let me say. I think about it. Trying to think. Most of them had them on the porch, so I'm not quite sure about that one. 312. You know, Chicago. It's a candy house everywhere. Now, even on what was that? Roosevelt and Pulaski area. It's not Georgie shop, not the music shop, on the corner right there. Then if you walk down, you got the little Chicken Shack. It was another little restaurant. Then there was a black gate right there. They had a whole goddamn candy shop right there. You could walk right past. And at the gate, give me three of those. You know, they keep on walking. So candy houses were a lot. And so no, I don't remember the one on the Trobe. Now, I thought about one when I first came here because I was like, okay, you can ride back up. What is that? What is the candy store? Springfield, yeah. Springfield. Yes. Okay, when you say Springfield, then yeah. Them little side streets like that, I kind of got to think about them. But if you put me by the main street, then yes. The big warehouse, 312, that's what, 63rd, 64th, 68, something like that, off of Van Buren, off of the highway. Now that's the Dan Ryan, right? So come up there, and I got a whole bunch of candy up out of there, brought it back here. But baby, when I try to set it up for my two oldest girls. Hey, y'all do this for the summertime. Baby, them kids made a hot mess out there. I shut that shit down. Oh no. And then I was thinking about how many times do I really want to run back to Chicago to go to the big warehouse to stock up? And then I was like, this is too much. So I was like, 67. Is it still open? I haven't seen it in a while. It's still there, right? Okay. All right, love. So yeah, that's a big ass warehouse there though. 312. I like walking through there because they got a lot of they got your old shit that you want up in there. My worst candy. I've actually 312. I've never had it. I don't know if it's because of the color of it. I don't know. What is the hell is a goddamn Chico stick? What the hell is that shit? Because my oldest brother Rob, he loves them damn things. Let me get 10 Chico sticks. What the hell is that shit? It looks like a pumpkin that they had put in something to make it come out as a cylinder shape, like a stick. Like what is it? I've never want to taste it. I never want to buy one. I'm like, what the fuck is a goddamn? Oh, and the second one 312 is the coconut. I hate coconut cake. Anything made with coconut with goddamn string in it. Those are just white, tasty strings. Why do I want to eat on a string? I'm like, what the hell is a coconut? And don't nobody ever make me no goddamn velvet cake. If I can feel the texture of the sponge that you use to do your dishes with, and I'm looking at the texture of this red ass freaking cake that I actually took a small bite of and spit it out. You know how you kind of symbolize things with visualizing it. And I'm like, okay, I know what the sponge feels like because I do the dishes with. But if I taste the velvet cake, why does it taste like what I just felt, which was a sponge? So somewhere I have I have been mentally fucked up by that, and I can't eat velvet cake. I can't eat it. You don't like it either, Shannon. Oh, like who did that? Like what ingredient is in it, which I could have done myself, but I never thought about doing it. What ingredient is in velvet cake that makes it taste like a goddamn sponge? Why is it different texture than a regular cake? I don't understand that. Lady, you love? Oh, lady, yuck. Get out of here. What's a Chico stick, lady? What is it? Look at Rita and say they so good. What is it? Is it pumpkin? What is it, pumpkin? You know we done set our butts out here arguing about, okay, let me see. If you eat sweet potato pie, put the one in the chat. And if you love you some pumpkin pie, put a two in the chat. And I'm going to tell y'all, I ain't know shit about a pumpkin pie until I brought my ass up here in this different culture. I My mama didn't go to the store to get no goddamn pumpkins to make a pie with. My mom went to the store to do the sweet potatoes, them brown things, and made what we call a sweet potato pie. Who in the hell decided, oh, well, we gonna keep carving the pumpkins and putting them up for our lantern out front, but now we gonna bring them inside, put a little sugar and milk to them, spread them in a pie crust, and call that shit pumpkin pie. Are you out? Really? Rita eat pumpkin pie too. Petey, you like both of them. Oh my God, people. Oh, gross. No, they bring them to work, these pumpkin pies, all the time, right? And of course, this was a little while back. Now they don't do anything. Everybody's old and disgruntled at the job now. But when I was younger, going into the job, and they got all of the parties and the food set out and everything, and I'm like, okay, all right, I got food out. I'm looking for the sweet potato pie. None. Now, explain to me, just because I and you guys work in the dominant culture of your white or whatever, your Caucasian, whatever, your skin color folks, right? Why do they don't think about bringing in sweet potato pie? Why is it all goddamn on pumpkin pies on this goddamn sweet table up in here? Don't you see some Negroes in this building? I'm just saying. But then when the black folks is dominated, and you want to set up your spread because you want to have a little, it's a party for the company. You done brought along sweet potato and pumpkin. Somebody explain that shit to me. I'll wait. I'll wait. Why? Huh? You say the Chico sticks got peanut butter taste. Oh, see, I have never sniffed them. Ain't opening them up. It's something about the Chico sticks. We just ain't gonna see eye to eye on the Chico sticks. You say you love you some candies, and we would go along just to get at the girl. I'm up bright and early, honey. Miss Bolden used to open up at 8 o'clock. And I am running over there with my pajamas to get my fishies, my strawberry cookies, my charge to choose. Girl, she can keep that coconut stick shit too. I said, but Miss Bo, stop. Why you keep buying all this goddamn coconut shit for? We black people, we don't eat coconut shit. We don't want that down here. Get all the hot stuff and stuff like that, and keep bringing in these fishes, and you'll have my business forever. And I told y'all that story back then, right? I told you all I was born under the name of Papoose. Miss Bolden named me that. I think I was about maybe a year, 2 years old, and I've been running with that name forever. That's been my street name, y'all. Papoose. So I just had to throw the one in front of it because they wouldn't let me use just the Papoose out here because of it was um, patent labeled. It belonged to copywritten. It would belong to what was that? Remy Ma's. That's the real rapper name. So you had to change it up out here because I was sure just trying to stick with just the Papoose, but they wouldn't allow it to happen. So, but I'm waiting on y'all to explain that shit. Why? Why? Hey, Aiden. Why? I'm just saying. Watch this. Aiden. Aiden. Sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie? Which one, Aiden? Sweet potato pie. Look, 312. I know you do not eat that stuff. Fried pickles. I know you do not. Pickle pig feet in a jar. How many of y'all done walked in the grocery store to get a container of pickled pig feet in a jar? And you walk, and them other little white white little ball things that's floating in the water, in the jars. Y'all walk past those? Like, what is this shit here? I be walking past in the grocery store. Like, what is this? I actually picked it up and I'm shaking it real hard. It looked like white testicles. What do you want me to do with those? Those are like pickle eggs or something, right? Right? Like what are those? I'm waiting on Aiden. Aiden, sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie. Which do you prefer? Your son like cowtail candies. I never heard of that one. I never heard of that one. Pickle eggs. Okay, Cassandra. We gonna have to bring you. We gonna have to bring you on back to Niggerville. you over there. You be over there buying them little white things in that jar. Oh, Shannon likes them too. Oh my God, y'all are gross. Y'all gross. Oh God. Oh Lord have mercy. Oh Lord. Oh, I don't think that I would ever step out of my edible comfort zone. I can't do it. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of doing it. My system, my digestive system, it only knows of what I grew up off of in my home, my mom's home, on the west side. That's it and that's all. I just refuse to venture out. If I'm going to Paris, if I'm going to Hawaii, if I'm going to Germany, I don't know that food, y'all. I just give me a cheeseburger. I'm not going to remotely even try it. I'm not a big seafood person. I don't want no big ass lobster laying on my plate when I visually know that I how they look swimming in the water. And what the like really I don't who gonna eat an octopus? Why would you eat an octopus? You see what octopus eats in that water and how they suck and kill and like y'all can't get past that? I'm like, oh hell no. T, you love you some coconut? Coconut is strings. What the hell you want to eat a string for? You want to eat on flavored strings. I don't, I don't, I don't understand it. I know we have to, venture out. I know it's a wonderful experience eating, what do you call that shit? The caviar, eggshells, or snails and snouts and what the fuck? I don't want that. I don't want it. I would never, ever, ever. I like cheesecake. I like going to the factory. What do you call that place? The cheesecake factory. I like going there, but I don't like their prices. I think Rita they make them too thick too. What you say? Missy says Missy said, no seafood. Yeah, I like steaks. You right. Almond joys. T-Lynn, I don't fuck with nuts. I don't eat anything, and I'm not allergic to it. I don't eat anything that looks like a peanut. I don't like the way they taste. I think that they're too dry. And the last time that I actually had a nut itself might have been eighth grade. Might have been eighth grade. I would buy my Mr. Good bars or a Snicker. I don't eat chocolate much. I may have chocolate every 3 months or something. I might have a piece of chocolate, but and you know what I did? I would take a little knife and carve the around the Mr. Goodbar. I would carve around the chocolate to scoop the nut out. No, 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 Cassandra. The nuts got to go. I eat Milky Way bars before I'll ever eat a Snicker. That's y'all black asses fell for that goddamn Snicker commercial. You have a Snicker today, boy. You'll feel great. Y'all, everybody went out and started buying Snickers. And you know what? 312. 312. Because I got to ask you this. In school, let me ask you this. In school, I don't know about you, but I can tell you about me. Um, I ain't never seen, I didn't know what Mountain Dew was. I didn't know what Mountain Dew was. I only knew, Pepsi and Coca-Cola or Fab for root beer, a strawberry, orange, the lemonade. I grew up on those, right? Baby, when I came up here and I went to the cafeteria, and I couldn't help but to notice that there was probably two Coke machines, two Pepsi product machines, and about eight goddamn Mountain Dews with all rows of Mountain Dews. And I used to ask her, well, what the fuck is this pop? Well, why is this shit so special? What's this? Are we discriminating with the sodas and shit? What this for the? Excuse me, y'all. This for the white side. This for the black side. Cause y'all know niggas love them some Cokes and Pepsis. What in the hell is a Mountain Dew? I could never figure. Why is these people up here addicted to the Mountain Dew like this? What's going on with Mountain Dew? And why do they have almost eight machines in here with every roll of Mountain Dew? Then it dawned on me. When I started, it wasn't too many blacks there, right? Now we got a handful. I think it was probably about 4 or 5 blacks when I started there, you guys. And it was all white people. And I noticed like the white people, they wasn't messing with the Cokes. Pepsi. It's the machine stayed full. I'm like, how the hell that they gonna start some goddamn segregation shit on soda? This shit was crazy to me, y'all. It was really crazy to me. I was like, you gonna get a Coke? Nah, fuck a Coke. I'm gonna get me a Mountain Dew. So I'm trying to, go and say, I was like, when did this shit started? When did we segregate with the sodas? Or is it like what you said, because of the clear caffeine? Mountain Dew is the bottle of, you girl, they was drink. When I say them people up there, them white folks, baby, they was drinking them Mountain Dews like it was some type of crack, honey. Because that man could not keep the machines filled. Then you start seeing people coming in with 6 packs or a case and putting them in their lockers and shit. I was like, that shit, that's some weird ass shit to me. But of course, if you didn't grow up on it, you're not conditioned to it, you don't, I just didn't know anything about it. And of course, I'm weird to them, like you try one, nah, I'm good. Try one, nah, I'm good, and I guess it's because if you all are addicted to it, you trying to get me something to get addicted to, which I'm pretty sure that probably would happen. And at today, I have not had a Mountain Dew. I don't want one because I love my Cokes. I do not like Pepsi. But sometimes you going to pull up at the restaurant that don't have the Coke products. They got the Pepsi. So I might have to sip a little Pepsi and then throw the rest of it away. But I prefer Coke, right? But I love my Cokes. However, the older I have gotten, and because they have told us your health sponsored people when you go to the doctors and the white coats and they say, well, all these pops is fattening and they're not good for you. When did they become not goddamn good for me? Because every obituary that I have read or anybody around in my history, my family, ain't nobody goddamn said that Coke gave them AIDS or Coke gave them this or this woman down the street died from Coke or I'm like, well, when did this start? So that's all you hear when you go to the doctor's office. How much soda you drink? How much soda you drink? Fuck, you want to know about my soda intake? What's your soda intake? Because last I checked, we both are alive. And last I checked, if I'm weighing in at 168, you look like you're weighing 168 too. So what's causing your motherfucking weight? That's what all I'm saying. Like, you supposed to be smaller than me, right? If I'm drinking the Cokes and the Coke has the sugar in it and the sugar, it makes you fat, then how the hell are we the same motherfucking weight size? Is what I'm trying to fucking figure out. How? Make it make sense, y'all. So one of my doctors, I think she stopped seeing me though. That was a long time ago. I didn't get this crazy. I told you I'm like a Medea when I go to the doctor office. Because if you're saying that this is going to happen to me, and I know you looking out for my health and stuff. I want to know a little bit about your health. I want to make sure that the same shit that the shit that you're saying that I'm doing that is a cause and effect on my life. I want to see if your ass doing the same shit and why isn't it not a cause and effect on your life? Why the hell do you want to take away from me what's good for what I like? I like it. It's good. So if you trying to help overall the population with their health, then start censoring your shit to the goddamn manufacturer and take the shit off the shelf. Because that's where, you start. I mean, even though, I can use the control, the self-indulging. I can do that. But I ain't preaching that shit to me. And if I just want to die by Coke suicide, then let me die in peace. Let me die in peace. Shit. I can't go to the damn doctor office no more. Well, I think have you tried? Okay, well, you need, and listen here. I came here because I got a paper cut. All I came here for you to do is charge me for a $20 bandage and a little bit peroxide, because that's what you're going to do any motherfucking way. And leave me and my cokes the hell alone. I ain't coming here for you to put no additional charge on my insurance for asking me what is my coke intake for the fucking week. I didn't do that. So, I'm like, okay, I gotta go get some help. Go get the help you need, pap. Mountain Dew is addictive. I have done my statistics on it. I've evaluated the number of people um, from my job. I've counted them up. I counted up the number of times that they come back and keep getting them out the machines till the machine is empty in an hour. And I've calculated the sugar amount that's on there, and I come to realize that yeah, that's some real crack. Fucking with that shit. I will not do a Mountain Dew. I like root beer though. I don't like root beer float. I don't understand the method of drowning your soda with ice cream. I don't get it. What happened to the old banana split way? What's wrong with banana splits? It's just ice cream, a little banana on the side, a little bit of sprinkles, and some whipped cream, and you can keep that damn cherry on top. It only looks good. It don't taste good. Nothing about the cherry tastes good in that Sex at the Beach. It tastes good. It tastes good on there. That's it. That's all. I don't know, y'all. But so you see, I just wanted to indulge with you. I just wanted to make contact with you guys about, the point of my morning chitty chat with you guys, and that was your circle. Are you able to put out easily what should have not never been, but it once you detect, some things that is just lukewarm and you don't want to deal with it. How easy is it for you to be like, you know what, this is not going to work. I'm going to go over there. Or do you just move away silently from things and because most of us, we can show people better than we can tell them, and I don't know. You just get your piece. You on the sixth floor, liquid crack. Now she do coffee. Oh my God. Coffee stinks so bad. Oh, you say you gotta wait on the right ice cream truck. You do. That's a fact. But we used to go around and you know what? 312. That's one thing that I can honestly say that has kept its same pattern. That ice cream truck, the tone, the music that they're playing. And when they come up these streets, I don't know, it has happened to been one of the most promising businesses out here for the summer, for our children, for our youth, for our communities, because no matter what mood you would be in the house, sometimes you can even be in a half sleep mode, you just laying there, whatever, but you can hear it. It could be a fight going on, you could hear, it. But when that I just over at Garfield Park, it was a big fight. I think I was over there. It wasn't too big, but it was big. And what's her name? What's the old girl name? Oh God. The artist. Can't even think of her damn name. The Brat. The Brat was over there, in Garfield Park this day. And she's doing her whatever, just kicking some lyrics, and they up there, Twister over there. Everybody just chilling in Garfield Park this day, and fight broke out or whatever. But baby, when that ice cream truck came, 312, you see everybody was like, they wasn't thinking about them darn fights and arguing, them kids. And now, of course, if the kids then shot off to the ice cream truck, they ain't got no money. So the parents is like right behind them to make sure that, pick your ice cream, pick your ice cream. Mine was just the ice cream sandwich in that bomb with the red, blue, and white on the stick. Those were only my two favorites that I would buy. Now today, I see that they have upgraded all of the ice cream trucks, right? And I see them coming around here. At one minute, I don't see any anybody outside. People don't hang out like this. Lady across the street, she may have some barbecues, and I think that they play card games pretty tough on Friday nights or so, because she usually have quite a few cars out there in her driveway and things like that, right? But baby, don't let an ice cream truck come. And I look out the window. Like, where the hell where all these people come from? They done came from all out the house, girl, in the pajamas, Scott, you name it, all the kids, everybody up, then sleepwalking to the goddamn truck, we got their money ready. And I ain't gonna lie, because I'll be right here knocked up like, Coda, the ice cream truck coming. Look at my purse, grab some money, run out there, get us some ice cream. Good morning. I'll be like, Connor, go catch the ice cream truck. She's like, Mom, I think it's finna go. Well, that means you need to go faster. Because by the time you get out there, it's only going to be like at the other corner. You can run down there and catch it because it's going to be a line, right? So, and then the ice cream, man, they'll make your ass run for their ass, too. Be like, here comes some kids. Who would do that? Who would do that in the chat room to some kids? Driving your ice cream truck, right? And these kids bad as hell on this block, right? It's a chance that you could probably get stuck up, right? Wait a minute, what? Big Perm. Big Perm. You coming on, you driving your truck looking like Big Perm with them big rollers and shit and that. Knowing these kids bad as hell. But I'm gonna make them run for a little bit. I think that I would do something like that. I'd be like, oh, I ain't even see y'all coming. I would, yeah, I love the bun pops. There you go with the strawberries. I don't eat strawberries, y'all. Oh God. I know y'all probably like, okay, something is wrong with her. I don't eat strawberries. No, 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 no. I don't eat peaches. I don't eat nothing with any fuzz texture to it. None. I don't want it. It's got to be just smooth, a smooth texture. I won't fuck with peaches and shit either, y'all. Ugh, God. Can't do it. So I guess y'all can call me a little weird or whatever when I went to pick a peach up. When I pick it up, I'm like, what the hell is on here? Like what is this fur? Why is it covered with this? And I'm talking to my mom, like, what the fuck is it? And then I drop it. Oh, like, so I don't fuck with peaches and strawberries. Well, like what's all the stuff on the strawberry? What these damn poppy seeds? Y'all know the poppy seeds got drugs in it, right? The poppy seeds got that goddamn that cane in them. That's why they feed it to y'all. And everybody, I think that's why I'm the only one on this God green earth is good. All all y'all full of drugs. All y'all full of drugs. You mess with them goddamn hot dog buns, that got them seeds and stuff on them. Poppy, oh, 'cause it's cane in there. It's cane in them seeds. That's where they grow it from. Yo, it's all y'all. All y'all is on drugs. And strawberries, then them little poppy seeds in there. You on drugs. Yep. Eating on them peaches with that fur. Yeah, it's in that shit too. A coconut, it's in that too. Y'all better stop eating all that stuff. That's just keep it plain and simple. That's what y'all need to do. Sandra, what you say? My dad did not allow a pool egg in his house, so he has said that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde created stuff in the lab. I wanted to hurt that man. Oh God. Rita said, nope, me either. Those strawberries and peaches, nope, I'm good on that. See, they made all this stuff pretty to fool everybody. This is pretty. You should eat this. You say, anyone ever have an ice cream called UFO? Uh-uh. That was an ice cream sandwich with Napoleon ice cream in the middle of two. Uh-uh. See, that's where you went wrong, Missy. You start getting all them tricolor ice cream. That's what's wrong with you. You could have just kept it simple. Had you a little chocolate or vanilla, which I do not eat chocolate ice cream, nor will I have a chocolate shake. I don't want one. I like just New York and, well, I just recently tried this Blue Moon and I fell in love with that. So I'm eating that. You say it was great. You need you some now. You know, Pap, you know how many poppy seeds you have to eat. I'm telling you, Shannon, that's what you Shannon, I'm telling you, you didn't ate enough of them. Now, I have had the I have bought the hot dog buns or the hamburger buns with the seeds on them when I have my parties and stuff, right? But when I get ready to have one, if that's what's left, Shannon, why do I get a paper towel or like a plastic little butter knife? I be scraping that shit off. Shannon, I be scraping my hamburger and my hot dog bun clean. Yeah, big perm, big worm. You say granny, granddad used to grow they strawberries, so I love them, especially with some sugar. I'm sure Dakota loves them. There is some in my refrigerator right now. Mom, you go grab me some strawberries. Here you I be handing it to her from a distance. Here you go. Here you go. Don't get them poppy seeds things on me. That shit is crack. That's correct. Look, I'm telling y'all, go and look up the origin of poppy seeds in cocaine. I'm telling you, go look it up. It was in there, man. And then y'all sitting out here like we confused as hell as why did we have so many people so unbalanced like literally in the world, right? See, back then, because we black, we ain't know this shit. We ain't know this shit. They was this shit been in this food chain and stuff long time ago. They just had to figure out how they can produce it, to manufacture it, to put it out here, to make y'all really go crazy as hell. But let me tell you how it, for real with the cocaine, right? Read your Sigmund and Freud, and I can't, let me think of the other scientist's name, right? They were the first two to realize what the cocaine and, really, how it numbs you up, right? And it does stuff, right? Sigmund and Freud and the scientists that he used to work with, right, accidentally had cut himself, right? And at that time, his other friend was over there dealing and wheeling, mixing up different the pile of stuff, right? So Sigmund and Freud, Sigmund, he had got cut himself, and back then there was like no way to really treat it, so it was getting infected. So he called his friend, and they were both trying to figure it out, because now they're working through discovery and analyzing and dissecting Sigmund Freud arm and shit. Right, they cut it real bad. So his scientist friend was like, "Well, you know what? Let's I've been working on this right here, and this or this or that." And they took some with a small little butter knife, how crackheads do, and they put it on the table to chop it up, right? So, and he put a little bit all on Sigmund arm, right? No, Sigmund arm was all motherfucking paralyzed, numbed up and everything. And it was then when he realized what he'd had, what he has. He's like, oh shit, right? So listen, y'all. So then all of a sudden, boom, manufacturing. Here come the goddamn powder dope. You say put some cocoa on there. I'm telling y'all, true story, true story. I was like, damn, Sigmund, you dirty for that, right? Which, he ended up being the scientist, but where there was opposing, and they kind of oppressed him out of his idealistical theories and things of what he was, coming into the making of. He got later on acknowledged years down the road for his psychological theories on quite a few things out here. And, a lot of people, which you going to have everywhere, any given time of your life, if you come up with something, just like your laws, out here, that they fit one favor abortion, some don't. So Sigmund Freud had to go through it, right, to where he wasn't recognized until to the level that he knew that he should have been, with his theories on some things in making, to he developed the cancer, and struggled with continuing on his psychological theories. And then now everybody wanted to start recognizing him, and yeah, so they started awarding him, and believing this and believing that, and then he died and all that shit. So it ain't until you're close to death. You say the Cocaine Cowboys, check that documentary out. Okay, I'll look at that. I think I might have seen it a long time. I might have to check it out though, to refresh me. I like bagels, but I'm raking. I like plain bagels. I get them plain. I get them plain. Hey, Rita, I even check the Rays because I like cinnamon bagel, right? Now, I'm not sure what's all in the cinnamon, but I like cinnamon. But I make sure I check that damn raisin. Hey, Queen. Hey, Queen A. But I be, girl, I poke that raisin to make sure it's got a soft texture to it. I gotta pop it out and then inspect it. Because if it look like one of them damn poppy seeds, honey, I be like, you are not getting me on no goddamn addiction right now. But I'm telling y'all, go look up the pop, the origin of goddamn poppy seeds. That shit is up in there. But a lot of people be like, well, you don't, I'm the weird one, and I'm the crazy one, and I'm not shit. I'm about as pure as dope. You use the light bread for hamburger buns, too expensive. I don't know how many of you guys actually, I ain't gonna say fallen for, but made the change of your bread. Because they have the potato bread, and they got and the wheat bread, the dark wheat, and then you got your white bread, and you got your whole grain, and all of that stuff. And I need an honest opinion. Did you do it because of the taste that is different, the texture, the taste, or did you actually do it because they tell you that it is much healthier? Which way? How did y'all do that? Because I haven't changed my bread. If I want to have some wheat bread or whole grain bread, then I just want to have that because of the taste. I don't think that I've fallen for the theory that it's much healthier, or the because all bread is bread. It doesn't matter because you done twisted and churned it this way and add a flavor to it. It's bread. You mean to tell me because they cut the measurements of the yeast or this or that, it makes this one more prominent to you gaining 50 pounds, and this one over here you gonna gain about what, 5 pounds? Like what the hell? I don't understand this shit, y'all. This shit crazy. They made this shit scientifically freaking weird. It's still freaking bread. How many of y'all go to Subway? Subway tells you, oh, you get your lunch meat, you got your ham, got this, you got your olives. Now that's another one they need to throw away that shit too. What the hell is a damn olive? A freaking black dot or something, right? You don't know, Pap, that peppernecker. You like pep? Really? You okay? So do you like it because of the way it tastes, or what? It still is gonna have. If you eat it, I don't know. It's still gonna have a bread is bread. Still gonna have calories in it. Still got the calories in it. Ray Ford Etman documentary too. Okay, so I got the Cocaine Cowboys and Ray Ford. Okay, Ray Ford and Etman. But I'm just saying, like, you go to Subway and you feel because you got your turkey, you got your chicken breasts on there, and your sub, what is that, that oil, and me my lettuce, give me a few, make that all tomatoes right there. Ooh, I'm gonna need my onions too, because that's healthy, and you can't bring a onion around me or in my house. I don't do onions. So I'm like, okay, now you got that down pat, got all the little healthy shit right there. So just eat it like that. Why in the hell are you putting two big old pieces of bread on the outside of it? That goes back. You ain't did shit. Okay. You got all your healthy stuff in the middle. Now you don't put the calories that they tell you that that's not in the Subway sandwich, right? Oh, this is what do they say, Subway sandwich, like 340 calories or something, or maybe a little bit higher. I don't know, because that's if you get the foot long, right? And I like Subway, but it's crazy. I eat spinach subs. I may add a little bit of turkey breast to my spinach, but I like spinach subs with a little mayo and some jalapenos and some pickles on it, right? That, I can eat it like that. But right, so you got your sandwich and shit. Shannon, you got your sandwich. Now explain to me, why would a person go in there and get this low calorie sub, right? Double stack. People like the double meat, right? And then go hit the goddamn the fridge over there and grab them a whole 20-ounce Coke. What you done did? What you did? I knew of a lady. I did. She would have whole chicken, whatever. Love some KFC. Sit at the table, y'all. Got big old baked potato, fries, coleslaw, everything. And then she'll go get a diet Mountain Dew. What the fuck is you getting a diet for? You already over the calorie limit. So you might as well go on and suck it down with a regular freaking soda. I like, make it make sense to me. What is this diet going to do? So then I have to think about it. Okay, well, maybe she just likes the taste of the diet. To me, all diet sodas taste more sweeter than the regular ones. Hey, Bo, what's going on? Nothing. You slept pretty late today. Yeah. Yeah, get out of here with them strawberries. Yeah, you're going to drop one of them seeds on my floor. Then you're going to start a whole cocaine plantation up in my room. I'm going to jail. She said the sweet onion sauce. Oh, gross. That's gross. What you say, Cassandra? You only can cook, or you can cook your onions. I don't like onions. I just don't like them. I don't like no freaking onions. I don't know. Yes, I like peach cobbler. I'm not gonna eat no whole peach. You gotta cut it up. You gotta shave it ball, honey. You gotta take that goddamn fuzz up off of there. Then I could do that. I like to eat them, um, sometimes out the can. Even I don't drink the juice because that stuff is sweet too. But sometimes I like my peaches like that, but I love me a nectarine. I do. I love nectarines. Yes, I do. I do. Jimmy John's. You like Jimmy John's? It has a lettuce wrap, no bread. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, Petey. Because when I was growing up, I knew about taco shells, right? All that stuff. Now here they come along, and I see all of these different types of wrap. In a sense, and this is just a question, isn't that still made with some type of with the ingredients to make bread? You still have to make it with the ingredients of the bread, right? So you mean to tell me that they have made these big old tortilla looking things, flatten them out, pita bread. They done flatten them out, put a little flavor to them, and call them a wrap. But it's still like a bread, right? Can't make it without yeast. I don't think. I've never tried one. I never had a wrap. I never had a wrap. I seen my middle daughter had a wrap. Um, what do you call it? I think does Taco Bell sell them things or something like that? Ain't nothing on it. I'm like, where's the meat and stuff at on there? She got one of them damn things and then hit it with a bucket of sour cream and a bucket of this and a bucket. What the hell is all that shit on there? What the hell is? Well, I guess you have to be in the Mexican field because I don't really eat Mexican. I never had really Mexican food. I've never been to a Mexican restaurant because I know that they're loaded with spices. And tomatoes and onions, I just don't do. So I can't find a reason why I would go to a Mexican restaurant. So I'd make my own tacos and things here because I'm able to put on it like my steak and stuff, tacos the way I like to have it. But when people say Mexican restaurants, that's what I think about with the Mexican restaurants. I don't think about cheeseburgers or fries or salads like that. Well, the salads be mixed with the whole grocery store of your vegetables in it. They got everything in it. So you say calories are sometimes else, especially eating the chips and dips. Empty calories come on you before you know the weight is gained. Yeah. And they say the older that we get, it's harder to lose. I agree with that, but there's also an exception to that rule that I wish that they would start saying, because it does not stick on you if you have been continuously uh, physical active, not just sex. You know, if you, because mines don't gain up. Now I find that when I do stop being physical, if I don't go work out, or if I'm not active, if I'm not out back jumping rope, or if I'm not skating, or if I'm not doing this and I'm just sitting around, I can imagine that with the way my eating habit can be, if I, because sometimes I choose to go crazy eating, then some months I'm like, no, I don't want ice cream, or I don't want Burger King, or I'm not going to have any steak this week, or such and such, right? I'm just going to eat very lightly, or pizza, 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 pizza. then I don't gain that weight. No, I don't eat squash either, honey. My mama didn't cook with this stuff, Cassandra. So, you know, I didn't know nothing about these different things. My mom didn't cook with no squash. All that one thing is kind of big and white in the grocery store, right? It looks like an elbow and it's hard. And I picked one up and I asked my mom, I said, Mom, what's this? What do you cook this with? My mom was like, the hell if I know. And my mom is from the South. My mom didn't know nothing about half of the vegetables and things that I was picking up. She couldn't tell me. And she could cook her. My mom cooks smokes her ass off, honey. Homemade this, homemade that. So explain to me, Cassandra, like I'm in the store, so I don't have the admiration of even trying to open up to different things. I'm terrified of it. My this is the way my mom taught us. So this is the only things that I saw my mom use. And my mom and my grandparents have lived out many, 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 many years with those old ways, with those old original things that we grew up off. Now that I've gotten older, I'm being introduced to so much new stuff that I don't know. And the statistics out here from the 90s up until now has nothing but death. We have so many illnesses, so many this, so much of that, so much of that, and it results to death. But then, they tell you death is because of this and because of that and that and that. But what do I believe it is? I believe, and it's just my belief. Like, no, it's all this goddamn different food that y'all done growed, or you're out there spraying and pesticided and this or that. It's all of that because in my mother and them years, and my grandmother and my great grandmother. Well, I didn't discuss that with you guys either, but she has passed on at 118 111. She's over the 100 and over the 9 but under the 13. So she just passed away, right? But look how long she lived off of eating just our original things that wasn't being done to food that is being done now. So I'm going to continue to trust that those years of life. I am. We had our um, heritage people from the motherland, the Africans, where they're just picking some off of a plant and boiling it and living a long time and turning it into a certain medicine, and none of those of none of our ancestor scientific findings, you know, are never used today. Where's this amazing healing medicine in a jar on the shelves here that you seen saved a lot of your ancestors' life from a bee sting, or a cut from a knife, or we still got these strange bugs and shit out here. No, you got all of the new scientists and things like that that's in these white lab coats sitting in these big old $1 million, $1 billion laboratories and cutting up a monkey and an elephant and bringing that shit back and adding some shit to it and shaking it up in a cylinder, putting a little flame under it, and there go your medicine. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You say everything natural, what's best for the human, but some people use it for bad. A lot of medication that saves the people life. It's made from drugs. I agree. They just started adding. Okay, so you're saying they just started adding and adding and remodifying it just a little bit, twerking at it, and now look at it. It's so hard to say no to yourself when it comes to, yeah, it is, Rita. But if you have your gold, and sometimes, with me, it overrides the food, it does, like, shit, I don't want to eat that today. I smell Coda making pizza. I want no day. If I want no pizza, I want no pizza. What do you have? And I'm like, I'm gonna have a salad today. So it's about the control, the self will, if you may. You have to be like, now, as bad as it smell good, honey. Be like, but it too shall pass, just like everything else. You say, one of these days when you stop being afraid to fly, I'm gonna have to come and go for. No, you ain't going to get no. Where you going to get? You ain't. I'm gonna go with you. Well, we ain't getting no tomatoes. We ain't getting no onions. We ain't getting none of that. The white coconuts. We ain't getting no fuzzy fruit. We ain't getting no weird shaped vegetables. One look like an elbow and it's white, like you can't. I was like, what you supposed to do with that? We ain't finna do that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We can't do that, Cassandra. We could. I'm. I just prefer not to. I do. I feel like my body literally feels like it's gonna, if I could hypothetically speak on it, I feel like that I would probably live out at least 109. I don't have all that substance, that shit in my body. I don't have that. Mm-mm. I just started to drink. Ugh, Missy, chocolate milk. Missy, show me one chocolate cow. You show me a brown a cow. Show me a all brown cow. You show me one. Then where the hell do they get chocolate milk from? Hmm? Who the hell mixing something in that chocolate milk, Missy? Oh, she says it. You almost knocking on 50. A lot of food is getting created, but not real. Lactose intolerant. Who the what? That's another thing I tried to understand. Lactose intolerant. I can't tolerate, dairy products. I'm just saying, like, huh? Okay, I can't do that. I never had a problem with dairy products. Ice cream. I don't eat sour cream. Don't understand why you people are dropping that shit in the middle of a baked potato. I don't understand that. I just don't understand that. What's the hell wrong with a little bit of butter spread and your salt and pepper on your baked potato? What the hell you putting all them onions and sour cream and all this shit on the baked potato? Only thing you did was increase your calorie intake. What do you do that shit for? What do you do it for? I can't stand with people. I be wanting to walk past. I know, Shannon, I know. But let me go to the steakhouse. I just want to walk around with a big ass serving spoon, the biggest one that I could find in the garbage can, and scoop all that shit up off your damn baked potato. Now, have your potato just like this. This all you need. When truth tell you that they say that the minerals from your potato, because I say, well, I think she was a vegan, right? Yeah, you supposed to, I guess, you boil it, till it's a little bit soft, and clean it up real good wash and everything, and you supposed to just eat the whole potato, little small ones. They say that that's healthy for you. The only thing about, because there's a lady at work, y'all, I kid y'all not, she must have had about 20 potatoes a day. She wasn't eating nothing else, right? And look at her, and she, I'm like, okay, well, what's Mandy doing? Mandy eat potatoes all day. Now, I gotta say this, right? Because some people try to fool the hell out of you, though, Shannon. They fool you, right? I'm thinking, okay, she on her weight loss journey, okay, all right, I'm digging this. Or, she's just doing she chose to do the vegan. And I'm thinking, well, if people are choosing, this what confused me, Shannon. Because she had me confused. I'm thinking, okay, so she's doing this. And this why I give some shit some time too, right? I'll never rush into a bunch of shit. So I'm thinking, well, if she's eating a bag of potatoes every day, right? Washing them, cleaning them up, bring to work. She's maxing these potatoes, the whole thing. She ain't shaving none off. She eat it like that. So I'm like, well, okay, what is her general okay. I keep saying I need to jump on my other phone when I want to do the phone because this phone here get the ringing and everybody's waking up right about now. So, but I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here too, y'all, so I can start my day. Then I gotta get the live ready for Saturday night for tonight, latest night. But Shannon, so I sit and I'm waiting. I'm trying to see, what's the generalizing, situation here. Well, okay, what's this effect? Let me see. Something I might want to try, Let me see for the weight loss thing, because this is how I get my ideas, general ideas. So I watched the man, and I watched her, another month. She's still eating potatoes. But I only see her, Shannon, at work. Keep that in mind, right? At work. Okay. All right. I see her. She go out to the lot, parking lot. She may walk around a lot, maybe 2, 3 times for her break or whatever. I'm seeing, I'm like, okay, this is a easy, method of a weight loss, Doesn't look too stressful. Now, Shannon, we are going into probably 3 years, Shannon. 2.5 minimum. You understand me? Now, you want to explain to me why Mandy ain't appeared to be losing weight? Why is Mandy's stomach growing? Huh? Why? Something wasn't effective. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't the potatoes or it wasn't the position of her walking around a parking lot. What I'm saying is, people will put and portray right in front of your dirty eyes that this shit is an amazing method, right? I'm waiting on the outcome, Shannon, before I give this a try. Because I like potatoes, I like baked potatoes, right? Not with all that excess shit on it, though. So, is it possible that Mandy was just putting this in front of everybody's eyes that this is who Mandy was? But we all know that McDonald's stay open 24/7, the drive through, and on the way home, Mandy was somewhere fucking up them Big Macs and them Big Macs and the shakes and the fries. Shannon, I kid you not. I promise you, Shannon, because there ain't no way in the hell that you done went 2.5, close to 3 years, and your body fat and everything else is still the goddamn the same. So somewhere you gotta be creeping off somewhere. I'm sitting here saying, I almost fell for that damn method. Shannon, I almost fell for that shit. Shannon, I almost fell for it. I promise you I did. I was like, oh, hell nah. Another goddamn fake ass goddamn diet program. I'm glad I ain't. People would put up, what, who sing that song, Shannon? I put on for my city. I put on for, is that Lil Wayne? Who is that? I don't know who that sing that shit. Shannon, so you got to watch. You got to be careful. I watched how all of the food changed. I listened to all of these dietitians and scientifical methods and shit come on TV and everything. And I be sitting and watching. I be watching, Shannon. Well, the Atkins diet, right? Right? All that shit. I've been watching that shit, right? I know a few people who want different methods of it, right? Shannon, I ain't seen shit change about no damn body. I be just letting them, they go on fool yourself. This diet work. What diet? The only diet that's working is me losing weight, watching your ass, and I'm the one stressed out dropping the weight. That's Jeezy. I put on for my city. Yeah, that's Jeezy. They'll put it on. They'll put it on, you said, and I'm for real, man. Make this shit look all good and shit. This girl here, she had to be fucking up McDonald's on the way home, Shannon. I ain't lying. Knowing goddamn well she was still hungry after eating them damn 4, 5 damn potatoes every break. So let's give her a total of 20 potatoes for 8 hours. And motherfucker was still hungry, Shannon. You said all that. Yeah, she was tearing them up though, but she said that it's healthy and stuff like that, and and blah blah. And just because she was vegan, she didn't eat meat or some some shit she just did not eat. I think it was meat or whatever. So a potato was her substitute. Potato was her substitute. I'm like, shit, you were better off just grabbing your ass one big motherfucking Big Mac on your way in and kill all that noise with 20 motherfucking potatoes. You still the same damn way. What you say, Rita? They say eat plant-based food or organic. If they wanted you to be as healthy as possible with organic, Rita, you can't tell me that putting the price of organic out here to the public, where the public will struggle of buying the price of organic freaking rice. A 5-pound bag costs you $7 to $10. They don't want you to be healthy, Rita. I'm not buying it. I have to be one of those argumentative consumers out here. Ain't no way. If anything, you make the price go up on the unhealthy shit. You stop us from buying the unhealthy shit. You don't put the price of a organic shredded wheat to $24.99. How are we supposed to get healthy? Where they do that shit at? Come on, girl. This is reverse psychology that they be using, girl. You don't want when you get your frosted flakes and cause it's not organic, then rinse the goddamn sugar. Get the cornflakes or rinse the sugar off the goddamn flakes and lay them out, let them dry, then eat them tomorrow. Hey Kay, baby, what's going on? What's going on? I'm just saying, Rita, if they had intended for our humanity to become more healthier eaters, ain't no way in the hell that they would have shredded wheat on a shelf for $24.99. Ain't gonna happen. No. No, the fucking Frosted Flakes should be 24 and 79.99. Yeah, the Fruit Loops should be 79.99. Not your organic, healthy food. Why is it that I can't walk in there and get me, because I love carrots? Why I can't get a pack of carrots organically healthy for me for $2.99? Why I got to pay $12.99 for 6 sticks of goddamn organic carrot that's healthy for me? But I could go over there and get the original goddamn shit that came out the ground as well. Didn't you rinse the bugs off the shit in the dirt? It's good. But I can get those over there. Make this shit make sense. I'm just saying. Kay. I'm just saying. I done been there the organic aisle. I have. You put the syrup over there that cost me $101 for a bottle of syrup. Why? The syrup that you got in the regular aisle, Aunt Jemima's and shit, cost you $4.99. And you tell me that one is not good for me. Then overpriced one. I'm logical. Come on, y'all. I'm telling y'all, they don't want me out here as no goddamn debatable or private consumer. Cause I'll be switching all them tags around on them damn shit. I mean, your baby diapers, Pampers. You go over there, you can get you a what is it, the 32 for about 40 something dollars. Now go to the organic, and 32 over there gonna cost you about $229. Be like, what the fuck is wrong with this shit? What the fuck is wrong with this country? I don't know. I got to go, y'all. I got to go. I will see y'all later on tonight. Oh, God. I'm just okay. Come on, man. These people been playing psychological reverse. Girl, reverse this shit up on people, condition our minds, make you think what is good ain't good and what ain't good is good. You just have to determine it for yourself. But baby, I like shit. I'm be walking in this store. I'm go over and I'm listen. I'm be switching them prices up. Goddamn, we gonna go take the price off there. I'm be in jail trying to be healthy. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be locked up trying to afford healthy eating. I'm gonna be the first one. Like, when they do that, what Pap get arrested for? She switching them goddamn organic prices. Oh, shit. That's crazy. Anyways, y'all, I do have to go. A few things to do today, get the laundry and all that stuff, because y'all know this 6, 7 o'clock will creep up on your ass, and then I come on late and blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to come back on, have some fun with you guys, find some ladies' night. My real commentary, I don't think that I will have ready. That one is going to be on standby, y'all. So give y'all lots and lots of more laughter out here. So, yeah, the moral of today's chitty chat for morning breakfast, tea, coffee, whichever one that you indulged in this morning was your circle. Never let your peace escape, and don't let nobody into your peaceful world with they goddamn bull crap. Some of it is okay, but when you start to have that feeling of overwhelmness, or you got to start, keep opening up the door because it just keeps coming back for more and more and more, and the stories just keep getting more and more. Man, y'all better push that shit out. You better push that shit out. Take some years off your life dealing with type of shit like that. And the more positive and that you are, the more that you are able to help your next fellow person who is going through, with it, to, counsel and be like, come on, it ain't gonna be doing all that. It ain't gotta be doing all that. So I like a little drama. I don't like all the, I don't know, because there's different types of drama. So I ain't gonna say that, but I don't like the drama. Let me say this. I don't like the drama where it's regurgitating from different types of people, where they feel that they have a key to the promised land. I don't like the teachings of people, but yet then it done jumped on you. What the fuck happened to you? Like that. Like, nah, get the fuck back. Get the fuck back. 'Cause if your teachings and the way you live or this or that, it is as promising and daunting as you speak so of it, but it's so easily for the mind to be captured by what you speak on, and then you become of, get the fuck away. You got to go, man. You got to go. You got to go. You got the G-O. Can't have that. Can't have that noise, man. You can't have it. So, but only the eyes, your eyes, boy, you need your eyes and your ears. That's all. Y'all have a good morning. I'm going to go make me a little oatmeal and get my day started. And I hope to see y'all back tonight so we can laugh and da-da-da. I'll find something else like I did this morning. So have a good day, you guys. I got to go. Bye-bye.